this computer.
Yeah.
All right. Hello, everyone. So for this speech review, we will be reviewing the video that we watched. So to start off, Jamal, just like give us like a brief introduction of what the video is about.
So it was basically about like how can you find people at work to help you get ahead? And she used the example at when she was sitting at the round table at her job, and there was people either advocating for someone or kind of like putting someone else down. And she said she clutched her pearls at that moment and was like, how do I get someone to do that for me? And I think as like young adults, going to internships soon, going to all working going to work now soon, we have to be able to acclimate to all these new situations that we're going to find ourselves in.
Nah, for real. Yeah. I agree.
Hmm.
So the first question would be, what is the purpose of the speech? Who is the intended audience, and who, what, when, where, and why? So like just explain who the speaker is talking to and where they are, and the main target of the audience.
I'll probably say like the main like purpose of the speech is to anyone who is in the working environment, like to find a sponsorship, like someone who can advocate for them, even if they are not in the room, but someone who can like speak highly about their work and their achievement. So I think that's probably one the purpose of the speech is someone who can speak for you, like a sponsorship, like an advocate,
Right.
basically.
No, I agree. I think the intended viewers for the speech is anyone who is, professional, or particularly those early in their careers or speaking career advancement. So if you want to, be a public speaker, or let's say like for example, even us, so that target audience can be us, who's going into like a professional field, who has less experience with speaking in front of a crowd. Maybe it's targeted toward us to make our speaking skills better. Uh, Rosa, you want to add something?
Yeah. So my name is Rosa. Um, I just wanted to add that I feel like she wanted to initiate to the audience that you have to find a sponsor, and that kind of ties in with Europe in a way, because you have to follow somebody's, I guess you could say, footsteps. Like we could have the current interns be our, I guess you could say, mentors, and we could like learn a lot from them, and that's going to help us go into internship ready and know what to expect from them.
Mm.
Yeah, so she's mainly just discussing uh, the importance of building relationships and networking, and just tips on how to find sponsors, which is essential to it's critical to your success in the workplace, and mentors as well. Just how to like accentuate yourself to make yourself more noticeable and stuff.
I believe that the speech serves to inform, inspire, and empower individuals to proactively seek out sponsorship relationships as a strategic approach to advancing their careers.
Interesting.
Yeah. So for me, so like I kind of wanted to start bringing up some probably like some of the essential points of this speech. So I was gonna say like one of the things was like the meritocracy myth. And forgive me if I don't know how to pronounce the word, but pretty much, yeah, she was just getting at the point of like, the idea of like hard work by itself leads to success. She was saying that like, it's more than hard work that it takes to achieve success. So, whether that be networking, getting people to like you. And that links with like Year Up because, that's why they teach us these soft skills so that, we can go out there, and just make our presence known.
So yeah, to add on what Joven said, she also talked about performance currency and relationship currency. And in performance currency, she talked about how to like get noticed, like be more out there and get noticed. And during that performance currency, you can get paid through that. You get paid and get promoted, and also attract how do you say it? Attract sponsorship through your performance currency. And performance currency you is generated delivering what is able and delivering extra during the performance currency. And the relationship currency, she talked about invest time in engaging and connecting with the people in your environment. I think that's one of the most essential points. Engaging in your environment.
I believe that her essential point is that like she definitely does emphasize that having sponsors, individuals who actively advocate for your career progression is crucial for opening doors to opportunities and accelerating professional growth. That's my opinion.
I actually agree with you, Braulio. I think one of the most essential points were acquiring and cultivating sponsorship. So Harris, the speaker, discusses the importance of performance and relationship currency in attracting sponsors and offers advice on how to identify and approach potential sponsors.
I just want to add on to that. She made three important key points on how to find like somebody to, I guess you could say, sponsor you. She explained that the person that you want to be your mentor has to have a spot at a decision table, meaning that they have to have a role in making decisions. And the second one was that they have to have exposure in your work field, meaning that they have to have important connections and be known in the office, let's say. And the last key point she made was that they basically have to have power in the company, somebody that could help you grow in your career. And I felt like that was very meaningful to me because like if your mentor somebody that's kind of like at the same level in your career as you, I feel like it wouldn't help you grow compared to somebody that has years of experience.
Yeah, and so I also what Rosa said. I also like how the speaker, she kind of at the end, she kind of like made no, she kind of like threw it out there to the sponsors that not to basically not to worry about what people would think if they were to choose to sponsor somebody that they relate to or like let's say look similar to like their background wise and stuff. Yeah, so she was just talking about like don't worry about what people think. Like if that's what you want to do, if that's what you feel comfortable with, then just go with that. So I like how she made note of that as well.
Yes.
Yes. So, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Nah, so I was gonna say, so like I agree with everything that Charles is saying. And you know, a lot of these essential points lets me want to bring up like probably like the structure of the speech. So I felt like, you know, she had the beginning, in the beginning, she introduces the concept of the round table and she shares, you know, her personal aha moment. And then in the middle, she elaborates the differences between mentors and sponsors and the significance of having a sponsor. And at the end, she wraps it up by providing actionable advice. So the next thing I wanted to ask y'all was pretty much like, you know, what are some of the public speaking techniques?
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you with the structure. Like, I think every speech that anyone gives, right? Even if you're giving just a regular speech, it should have a structure. Like, you're not gonna go into a room full of audience with no structure. But with her point, right? She had a clear beginning, so she first shared her experience, and then in the middle, she discussed with the audience why it's important, and at the end, she clarified why it's important for us to seek internship. Sorry, sponsorship.
I agree with you. In the beginning, she emphasizes the importance of sponsorship and career progression, distinguishing it from mentorship and highlighting its impact on opening doors to opportunities. In the middle of her speech, Harris provides practical advice on how to find and cultivate sponsorship relationships. She accentuates the importance of thinking outside the box and identifying sponsors who can make the difference. And towards the end, she reinforces is a critical factor in career success.
Yeah, I definitely agree here. Her beginning was very strong. It felt it didn't feel rehearsed. It didn't feel like it was like it hooked me right away. Like I got like 4 minutes into the video and I was like, holy crap! Like I'm already here. You know, like it very very hooking, very captivating. Jovens, I know earlier you mentioned the public speaking delivery techniques. Is there anything that stood out to you?
Yeah, to touch on that question, the delivery technique that like noticed she was using a lot of hand gestures, like moving around, like talking with such confidence that she like actually let the audience very much engage with her speech. So I think that's one of the delivery techniques that she used. Hand gestures and I think she also used her like facial expressions to emphasize her
Yep.
her point. I think yeah. So what do you guys
Yeah,
think?
Yeah, I
yeah,
agree, Ahmed. I feel like her looking at everybody in the audience helped you be captivated by her speech. And I think that's something that Callie wanted to point out to us when we were giving our presentations, that we shouldn't just stare at one person. We should kind of like look around the room while giving our presentations. And I feel like that helps captivate the audience.
I would say she uses the Jovens technique, going into the presentation with full-on confidence, bro. Like that's the only thing that
Mhm.
you need. You're going into a speech with confidence, that's it. You have all the attention that you need from your viewers.
She
yeah. So
also
I'll notice that she used a lot of repetition at times to like emphasize certain stuff that she was saying as well. So
Yeah, she also uses analogies and or anecdotes to illustrate her points vividly, which makes her speech memorable and impactful.
Yeah, I agreed. So with that being said, I believe we have answered a majority of the questions. Do you guys have anything else to add?
That was a great speech, man. You know, glad I
Yeah,
watched it.
I really liked the
okay.
speech. I was very engaged.
Yeah, yeah,
She let's
Right.
get she engaged with the conversation.
yeah, yeah.
Probably one of the best ones we had, right? All right.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.